India. The draconian Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code that criminalises homosexual acts will be subject to a fresh round of judicial scrutiny by the Supreme Court. It's a move that gives hopes to the implementation of basic human rights. CNBC TV 18's Ashmit Kumar lays out the story so far, the questions before the apex court and the implication of the court's possible rulings.
Protests like this one that have peppered India over the last 3 years have nudged the Supreme Court to offer a ray of hope for India's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender or LGBT community. The Apex Court has opened its doors for an open court hearing as it reviews its earlier call to uphold the Section 377 of the IPC, which reads, "Whoever voluntarily has carnal intercourse against the order of nature shall be punished." Legal experts expect arguments to be based on gross miscarriage of justice, that the earlier ruling violated fundamental rights of equality, non-discrimination, dignity and expression.
The Supreme Court is essentially going to consider whether fundamental rights, other fundamental rights are curtailed. 99.9% curative petitions are dismissed by the court in the chambers in closed doors. There are very few matters that actually come up for hearing in open court. So this is a case that has already crossed that barrier and the matter has come up for hearing in open court.
This hurdle has been crossed after over 10 years of debate and agitation, so the arguments may not be new ones. It started with a petition filed in 2004. After going through the motions of judicial rigor, this petition resulted in the Delhi High Court handing down a landmark ruling in 2009. The court struck down Section 377 of the IPC as unconstitutional. But the victory of the LGBT community was short-lived, as in a rare display of religious unity, 15 groups from different faiths challenged the order in the Supreme Court. In 2013, the Apex Court quashed the Delhi High Court ruling by upholding the criminality of homosexual acts. This ruling also tossed the ball in the government's court, saying that the issue has to be addressed by reforming the Indian Penal Code. However, this time, experts hope that a rise in the number of international judicial precedents will help bring in a different verdict.
The US Supreme Court last year in a landmark judgment, Justice Kennedy has beautifully said, and it's, you will find it interesting that they also took it to on the same level, and they say that we cannot relegate it to the democratic process when these rights are guaranteed by the 14th American constitutional amendment, and essentially on two clauses, which is the due process clause and the equality clause.
As the Apex Court begins judicial scrutiny of its earlier order, India's place in a world favouring equality is at stake, and public sentiment is once again deafening on both sides of the fence. In New Delhi, Ashmit Kumar.
It is going to be an open court hearing, a landmark verdict certainly expected. With that, we're going to wrap up this edition of India Business Hour. Thanks for watching.